Welcome to my videos. PL-300, Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst latest exam questions and answers set 2. You are creating a report in Power BI Desktop. You load a data extract that includes a free text field named college. You need to analyze the frequency distribution of the string lengths in col 1. The solution must not affect the size of the model. What should you do? A. In the report, add a DAX calculated column that calculates the length of col 1. B. In the report, add a DAX function that calculates the average length of col 1. C. From Power Query Editor, add a column that calculates the length of col 1. D. From Power Query Editor, change the distribution for the column profile to group by length for col 1. Correct answer, A. You have a collection of reports for the HR department of your company. The datasets use row-level security, or less. The company has multiple sales regions. Each sales region has an HR manager. You need to ensure that the HR managers can interact with the data from their region only. The HR managers must be prevented from changing the layout of the reports. How should you provision access to the reports for the HR managers? A. Publish the reports in an app and grant the HR managers access permission. B. Create a new workspace, copy the datasets and reports, and add the HR managers as members of the workspace. C. Publish the reports to a different workspace other than the one hosting the datasets. D. Add the HR managers as members of the existing workspace that hosts the reports and the datasets. Correct answer, A. You need to provide a user with the ability to add members to a workspace. The solution must use the principle of least privilege. Which role should you assign to the user? A. Viewer. B. Admin. C. Contributor. D. Member. Correct answer, D. You have a Power BI query named Sales that imports the columns shown in the following table. Users only use the date part of the sales_date field. Only rows with a status of finished are used in analysis. You need to reduce the load times of the query without affecting the analysis. Which two actions achieve this goal? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Remove the rows in which sales status has a value of cancelled. B. Remove sales_date. C. Change the data type of sale delivery_time to integer. D. Split sale_date into separate date and time columns. E. Remove sales cancel date. Correct answers, A and D. You build a report to analyze customer transactions from a database that contains the tables shown in the following table. You import the tables. Which relationship should you use to link the tables? A. One-to-many from transaction to customer. B. One-to-one between customer and transaction. C. Many-to-many between customer and transaction. D. One-to-many from customer to transaction. Correct answer, D. You have a custom connector that returns ID, from, to, subject, body, and has attachments for every email sent during the past year. More than 10 million records are returned. You build a report analyzing the internal networks of employees based on whom they send emails to. You need to prevent report recipients from reading the analyzed emails. The solution must minimize the model size. What should you do? A. For model view, set the subject and body columns to hidden. B. Remove the subject and body columns during the import. C. Implement row-level security, RLS, so that the report recipients can only see results based on the emails they sent. Correct answer, B. You create a Power BI dataset that contains the table shown in the following exhibit. You need to make the table available as an organizational data type in Microsoft Excel. How should you configure the properties of the table? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. Row label, cost center. Key column, ID. Is featured table, yes. You have the Power BI model shown in the following exhibit. A manager can represent only a single country. You need to use row-level security, RLS, to meet the following requirements. The managers must only see the data of their respective country. The number of RLS roles must be minimized. Which two actions should you perform? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Create a single role that filters country manager _ email, by using the username DAX function. B. Create a single role that filters country manager _ email, by using the user object DAX function. C. For the relationship between purchase detail and purchase, select apply security filter in both directions. D. Create one role for each country. E. For the relationship between purchase and purchase detail, change the cross filter direction to single. Correct answer, A, C. You have a Power BI imported dataset that contains the data model shown in the following exhibit. Use the drop-down menus to select the answer choice that completes each statement based on the information presented in the graphic. Changing the assume referential integrity setting of the relationships will improve report query performance. The data model is organized into a star schema. You have a Power BI model that contains a table named sales and a related date table. Sales contains a measure named total sales. You need to create a measure that calculates the total sales from the equivalent month of the previous year. How should you complete the calculation? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. Sales previous calculate, total sales, year parallel period date, month. You plan to create a report that will display sales data from the last year for multiple regions. You need to restrict access to individual rows of the data on a per region basis by using roles. Which 4 actions should you perform in sequence? To answer, move the appropriate actions from the list of actions to the answer area and arrange them in the correct order. Select and place actions. Import the data to Power BI desktop. Create a role definition. Assign users to the role. Publish the report. You create a data model in Power BI. Report developers and users provide feedback that the data model is too complex. The model contains the following tables. The model has the following relationships. There is a one-to-one relationship between sales _ region and region _ manager. There are more records in manager than in region _ manager, but every record in region _ manager has a corresponding record in manager. There are more records in sales _ manager than in sales _ region, but every record in sales _ region has a corresponding record in sales _ manager. You need to denormalize the model into a single table. Only managers who are associated to a sales region must be included in the reports. Which 3 actions should you perform in sequence? To answer, move the appropriate actions from the list of actions to the answer area and arrange them in the correct order. Actions. Merge sales _ region, and sales _ manager, by using an inner join. Merge region _ manager, and manager, by using an inner join. Merge sales _ region, and region _ manager, by using an right join as a new query named sales _ region _ and _ region _ manager. You have a Microsoft Power BI report. The size of PX file is 550 megabytes. The report is accessed by using an app workspace in shared capacity of PowerBI.com. The report uses an imported dataset that contains one fact table. The fact table contains 12 million rows. The dataset is scheduled to refresh twice a day at 8 o'clock and 1700 hours. The report is a single page that contains 15 app source visuals and 10 default visuals. Users say that the report is slow to load the visuals when they access and interact with the report. You need to recommend a solution to improve the performance of the report. What should you recommend? A. Change any DAX measures to use iterator functions. B. Enable visual interactions. C. Replace the default visuals with AppSource visuals. D. Split the visuals onto multiple pages. Correct answer, D. You are creating a Microsoft Power BI imported data model to perform basket analysis. The goal of the analysis is to identify which products are usually bought together in the same transaction across and within sales territories. You import a fact table named sales as shown in the exhibit. Click the Exhibit tab, the related dimension tables are imported into the model. Sales contains the data shown in the following table. You are evaluating how to optimize the model. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true. Otherwise, select no. The sales rolled and audited columns can be removed from the model without impeding the analysis goals. Statement yes. Both the order date key and order date columns are necessary to perform the basket analysis. Statement no. The tax AMT column must retain the current number of decimal places to perform the basket analysis. Statement no. You have a Microsoft Power BI data model that contains 3 tables named orders, date, and city. There is a one-to-many relationship between date and orders and between city and orders. The model contains 2 row-level security, RLS, roles named Role 1 and Role 2. Role 1 contains the following filter. City State Province, equals Kentucky. Role 2 contains the following filter. Date calendar year, equals 2020. If a user is a member of both Role 1 and Role 2, what data will they see in a report that uses the model? A. The user will see data for which the state province value is Kentucky or where the calendar year is 2020. B. The user will receive an error and will not be able to see the data in the report. C. The user will only see data for which the state province value is Kentucky. D. The user will only see data for which the state province value is Kentucky and the calendar year is 2020. Correct answer, D. Note, this question is part of a series of questions that present the same scenario. Each question in the series contains a unique solution that might meet the stated goals. Some question sets might have more than one correct solution, while others might not have a correct solution. After you answer a question in this section, you will not be able to return to it. As a result, these questions will not appear in the review screen. You are modeling data by using Microsoft Power BI. Part of the data model is a large Microsoft SQL Server table named order that has more than 100 million records. During the development process, you need to import a sample of the data from the order table. Solution: from Power Query Editor, you import the table and then add a filter step to the query. Does this meet the goal? A. Yes. B. No. Correct answer, B. Note, this question is part of a series of questions that present the same scenario. Each question in the series contains a unique solution that might meet the stated goals. Some question sets might have more than one correct solution, while others might not have a correct solution. After you answer a question in this section, you will not be able to return to it. As a result, these questions will not appear in the review screen. You are modeling data by using Microsoft Power BI. Part of the data model is a large Microsoft SQL Server table named order that has more than 100 million records. During the development process, you need to import a sample of the data from the order table. Solution: you write a DAX expression that uses the filter function. Does this meet the goal? A. Yes. B. No. Correct answer, B. Note, this question is part of a series of questions that present the same scenario. Each question in the series contains a unique solution that might meet the stated goals. Some question sets might have more than one correct solution, while others might not have a correct solution. After you answer a question in this section, you will not be able to return to it. As a result, these questions will not appear in the review screen. You are modeling data by using Microsoft Power BI. Part of the data model is a large Microsoft SQL Server table named order that has more than 100 million records. During the development process, you need to import a sample of the data from the order table. Solution: you add a where clause to the SQL statement. Does this meet the goal? A. Yes. B. No. Correct answer, A. You are preparing a financial report in Power BI. You connect to the data stored in a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet by using Power Query Editor as shown in the following exhibit. You need to prepare the data to support the following: visualizations that include all measures in the data over time, year-over-year calculations for all the measures. Which 4 actions should you perform in sequence? To answer, Move the appropriate actions from the list of actions to the answer area and arrange them in the correct order. Select and place actions. Transpose the table. Use the first row as headers. Unpivot all the columns other than measure. Rename the measure column as year. You are creating an analytics report that will consume data from the tables shown in the following table. There is a relationship between the tables. There are no reporting requirements on employee_id and employee_photo. You need to optimize the data model. What should you configure for employee_id and employee_photo? To answer, select the appropriate options in the answer area. Employee_id hide. Employee_photo 1:delete.